Good afternoon, students. In this video, I am going to talk about the one more operations which can be performed on signals. In the previous class, we have studied how the time shifting operation can be done on one particular signal. Then what is the result of the time shifting operation on a one particular signal we have discussed. So, to the conclusion of that particular operation on signals, that is time shifting operation, by employing the time shifting operation on a one particular signal, the resultant signal either advanced in a time signal or delayed in time signal. So in practical cases we cannot get the advanced signal, but in the practical cases we can get the delayed signal. Here the point is very clear that whatever may be the operation which can be applied on the signals, that will not change the characteristics of a signal. Characteristics nothing but amplitude remains same and the time span is also going to same by making use of the time shifting operation. Simply we are changing the position of a signal from one place to another place. That may be the left side to the original signal, or that may be right side to the original signal. That is only the thing we can do by making use of the time shifting operation. In this class, I am going to talk about the one more important operation which can be performed on the signal. That is nothing but it is a time inversion operation. There are three operations can be performed. One is time shifting operation, another one is time inversion operation, another one is time scaling operation. From these three operations on a signals, we can expect the one long answer question. So we have the one particular signal, that is x of t. If we apply some operation on the x of t, we will be getting the new signal, that is y of t, without changing the signal characteristics. That y of t, if it shift in its position, then that operation is named as, that is time shifting operation. If we applying some operation on one particular signal, that is x of t, if we get the y of t is nothing but simply replacing of t with the minus t, then that operation is named as time inversion operation. Time inversion operation is also called as time reversal operation or a time folding operation. I'll go with the one example. This is the x of t. X of t means it is a continuous time signal. We know that x of t, t is an independent variable. It is enclosed with the parenthesis, so that it is a continuous time signal. Continuous time signal is a one which can have the signal at every instant of time, so that it is a continuous time signal on which we will be applying the time inversion operation or the time reversal operation. We have applied the word time inversion operation on the continuous time signal, then that a new signal we can call it is a y of t without changing its characteristics. This y of t is nothing but simply replacing the t with the minus t, so that it is called as x of minus t. So that means what? By applying the time reversal operation or the time inversion operation on a one particular signal, simply we can get the signal that is replacing of the independent variable with its opposite polarity. Then that is x of t is there. By applying the time inversion operation, we got x of minus t. Signal will be folded. Here this is x of t means what? We can get that x of t in the first quadrant. X of minus t means we can get that is in the second quadrant. That is the thing we have to observe, that The general example for time inversion signal is nothing but, for example, if I am having a speech signal, let that assume that x of t. If I apply the inverse operation, that one, the resultant signal is nothing but the same signal played in the backward direction. In a backward direction, if the signal played, then that signal is nothing but it is a time reversal operation to the that particular speech signal. That speech signal we have assumed it is x of t. It is a general example of the time scaling, time folding operation, or the time inversion operation, or the time reversal operation, or time reflection operation also. We have the many names for this one. Here I am going to talk about the time inversion operation from its definition. For example, I am having let x of n is a continuous time signal. X of n is a continuous time signal on which we will be applying the time reversal operation or the time inversal operation, so that it is going to give the new signal without changing the signal characteristics, that is y of t. Y of t is nothing but simply x of minus t only. This is in the case of continuous time signals. If you apply the same time inversion operation or the time reversal operation to the discrete time signal, again you can have that one is, for example, I am having the discrete time signal x of minus n, on which we will be applying the time inversion operation so that I can get the new signal without changing the signal characteristics. That signal name is y of n. Y of n is nothing but it is simply replacing the n by with the minus n, x of minus n. Someone may ask the doubt is that, for example, original signal itself it is a x of minus 3. So on which we will be applying the time inversal operation, the new signal we can call it is y of t. Y of t is nothing but it is simply replacing the minus t is with the t only, so that it will be x of t1. If we have the x of t, then by applying the time reversal operation you can get the x of minus t. If you have the x of minus t, if you apply the time inversion operation, you will get the x of t. This is the definition of the time inversion or the time folding operation or the time reversal operation on a continuous time signal as well as the discrete time signal. With some example, I am going to explain the time inversion operation now. For example, first example I am going with the one particular signal here. That signal I am assuming a square signal. That square signal is there. For example, we know that square signal is x of t, and it is the amplitude of the signal where t is an independent variable. Always t must be taken on x-axis and the amplitude of the signal must be taken on y-axis. So that I am taking the one particular example that is a square signal. Assume that it is having only one square is here. This is a one particular signal. We are calling it is a x of t. This is a x of t on which we will be applying the time inversion operation. We will be applying the time inversion operation. Time inversion operation is nothing but what? X of t will be replaced by x of minus t only, so that the resultant signal we can call it is y of t. Y of t is nothing but simply it is x of minus t only. So this is t is positive, so that we have the signal this is t is positive. But we require to have the same signal in the t is negative. T is negative means this part is t is negative. That means what? For example, here the signal is there from 0 to 4 seconds. The same signal has to be there for 0 to t is replaced by t is 0 to 4 here t is replaced by minus t, so that it is 0 to minus 4. Simply you can get the signal due to the time inversion operation. Signal will be like this. T is simply replaced by the minus t, and this is a original signal on which we applied the time inversion. Due to the time inversion, t is replaced by minus t, so that x of t will be the x of minus t, so that is a new signal, that is y of t. Here this is x of t is a positive, so that we have the signal is here. Now the t is replaced by the minus t means this part, so the signal will be flipped to like this. It is a mirror image to this signal. If we keep one mirror here, you can see this is in this quadrant. This is one particular example for the time inversion signal. Then I am going to have the one more signal. Here the signal is there. In the second example, I am going with this is x of t and this is t. Now I am going with one triangular signal. This is a triangular signal, assume that. But that signal is there. From 0 to minus 4. Assume that this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 2. This is minus 2 and this is minus 1. So now it is a signal. We can call it is x of t. That x of t, this is a signal. We require to have the x of minus t, because we have the x of t on which we applied the time inversion or the time reversal operation. That due to the time reversal operation, x of t is converted into the new signal, that is we can call it is y of t. Inversion operation is nothing but it is simply replacing the t by the minus t only, x of minus t. And so that here we have what? Here we have this is x of t, and here the t is negative. That means what? T has to be, here you can call it is x of minus t actually. So that it will be replaced with the positive side, so that you can have the signal is completely folded into this part. That means what? We will be having, if we fold this signal to the right side, you can get the signal is like this. This is nothing but it is the folding operation or inversion operation done on the signal, and due to that signal we got the signal is like this. That means what? Here x of t, but t is negative, t is negative, this negative is replaced by again negative into negative, that is positive. So that here 0 to minus 2, and it is replaced by the minus t, again minus into minus plus, so that this is 0, this is 1 and this is 2. And the amplitude remains same. Let the amplitude of this signal is x, and here also amplitude remains same only. This type of operation is named as it is time scaling operation. It is a time scaling operation. Then I'll go with the one more example. With that example, so every doubt will be cleared, so that I'm going to have the one more example. Let assume that one signal, we have the signal that is here, the signal is there. That signal I'm calling it is x of t. If it is x of t, this will be t. Always t must be taken on x-axis, and x of t, that is amplitude of the signal, must be taken on the y-axis. So that I am taking the signal now. I am taking the signal. This is a signal here. This is a signal. This is x of t. Now I am going with the x of t. This total part is x of t. The signal is whatever I am drawing. This is x of t. X of t. This is a x of t. We have to convert that is into the x of minus t by applying the time reversal operation. We can get time reversal operation. That means what? This is t and this part is due to the minus t, so that minus t will be replaced by the plus t and the plus t will be replaced by the minus t, so that this part will comes here and this part will comes here, so that by applying the folding of that signal, you can get this part whatever is there in the first quadrant, that will come into the second quadrant, whatever there in the second quadrant, that will come into the first quadrant. See this one, this is the first quadrant, so that will come into the second quadrant. And in first quadrant again we have the one more signal, that is, and whatever the signal is there, that is second quadrant, that will come into the first quadrant, and that will be like this. And this is nothing but it is a time reversal operation applied on one particular signal. This signal is x of minus t. X of minus t is nothing but it is simply a reflection signal, mirror image signal to an existing signal. This operation is also named as time reversal operation, folding operation, reflection operation, and time inversion operation. You should remember the point, key point is that if the signal is there in the first quadrant, that will come in the second quadrant, or if the signal is there in the second quadrant, that will come in the first quadrant. And if the signal there in the third quadrant, that will come in the fourth quadrant. If the signal is there in the fourth quadrant, that will come into the third quadrant due to the time inversion operation. So far whatever we have seen, that are the examples for the continuous time only, but I am going to have the signal now with the discrete time. I am going to explain the same time inversion operation. So that I am taking the one discrete time signal. Assume that it is a discrete time signal. We know that a discrete time signal is denoted with the x of n, and it is n. Now I am having the signal is at 0, 1, 2 and 3. Assume that. Now I am going with the signal at 0. I am having the signal amplitude. At 0 I am having the signal amplitude is 2. At 1 it is 1 again. At 2 again it is 2. And at 3 it is 2. Assume that. At 2. That means what? The same signal has to be shifted to the right side by making use of the folding operation. That means what? Here the signal is there that it is in the first quadrant, because all the integer values are positive only. Whatever the integer values are positive, you have to replace with the negative values. So that what are the integer values we have? 0, 1, 2, 3. But we have to replace with the minus value. 0 remains same only. 1 with the minus 1. 2 with the minus 2, 3 with the minus. At 0, what is the amplitude the signal is having? At 0, signal is having the 2. Remains same. We are not changing the signal. It is 2. At 1, what is the signal? It is 1. So that at minus 1, that will come on minus 1. At 2, what is the signal? It is 2. At 3, what is the signal? It is 2. That will come in the at minus 3. This is the time shifting operation, time inversion operation is applied on a one particular signal. That signal we can call it is discrete time signal, and by applying the time inversion operation, next signal will be x of minus n, because n is simply replaced by minus n. Here this is 0 to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 are the n. So that was 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 are the minus n. Signal will be simply folded to the opposite quadrant. That signal is named as, it is a time inversion signal or time reversal signal. Like that you can draw the any signal by making use of the inversion operation. So by having all this knowledge, we have to draw some operation. We have to apply this inversion operation on standard signals. And then I am going to explain how to apply the time reversal or the time inversion operation on the particular signals. Then question, now the question we have what? Now we have the question that is plot u of minus t, u of minus t. By seeing this one, we need to understand that u is nothing but it is a unit step signal. It is a unit step signal, and it is t is nothing but it is independent variable and it is a continuous time. That means what? We know, so far we know u of t only. U of t is a continuous time signal, but here it is mentioned u of minus t. That means what? By having, after knowing the unit step signal, we need to apply the reversal operation. That means what? First of all, you have to write what is u of t. We know the definition of the u of t. U of t is a continuous time unit step signal whose amplitude is 1, for t greater than or is equals to 0. Otherwise, the amplitude is 0 for t less than 0. We know this one. And by having this one, you can plot the u of t. And it is t and it is u of t. U of t, from the definition, basic definition of the u of t, that is a continuous time signal. You can draw the signal. This is what? From t greater than or is equals to 0. For the t greater than or is equals to 0, amplitude is 1. Amplitude is 1. This is amplitude is 1. Now the amplitude is 1. For t less than 0, amplitude is 0. This is the unit step signal. This is u of t, but we have to plot what? U of minus t. That means what? T is simply replaced by minus t. T is simply replaced by the minus t. That means what? We have applied what? We should apply the time inversion operation or time reversal operation. In that, t will be replaced by the minus t, so that it will be u of minus t now. T is here, the t is what? Here to here t is positive, that is replaced with the minus t, so that it is minus t now. That means what? Whatever the signal is there at the t is positive, that will come at the t is a negative, so that the signal will, this signal will come here and this signal will come here. That means what? Whatever the signal is there in the first quadrant, that will come in the second quadrant. Whatever the signal is there in the second quadrant, that will comes in the first quadrant. So that signal will be folded off. Signal will be folded off, so that the signal you can draw very easily. That is, this is a original signal, that is u of t. This is a original signal, and that will be shifted. That will be the folded to the right hand side, so that it is like this. In the first quadrant only signal is there, that will be due to the folding operation, we can get that signal in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, amplitude of the signal is 0. That will comes in the first quadrant. This type of signal is named as it is u of t. If it is u of t, and this will be the minus u of t. Likewise, you have to draw the signal. That means what? This is unit step signal, and this is also the unit step signal, but it is applied the time reversal unit step signal. Simply you have to remember the key point, that if the signal is there in the first quadrant, due to the time shifting operation, we can get the same signal in the second quadrant. If the signal is there in the second quadrant, due to the time or reversal operation, we can get in the first quadrant. And similar to that, third and fourth quadrant also, this is. And coming to the next example, I am going to solve now, that is plot r of minus t and r of n. First of all, we must define what is r of n and what is r of t. In the last class, I have given some assignment to draw the r of t plus 1 and r of t plus 2 by applying the time shifting operation, but most of you done the wrong, and most of the people didn't answer that question. That is a witness of the students are not watching the videos. Anyway, students, we are giving our best. If you are not watching the videos, that is going to reflect you in the studies, so that don't do that. Here I am going to have the signal, that is plot r of minus t and r of n. This is a continuous time signal. This is discrete time signal. First define what is r of t. What is r of t? You have to define. R of t is nothing but it is a ramp signal and it is linearly increasing signal. Linearly increasing signal. If the t value increases, amplitude of the signal is also increases. R of t is nothing but t for t greater than or is equals to 0. Otherwise, it is 0 for t less than 0. This is r of t. Coming to the r of n, it is a discrete time ramp signal. R of n is equals to n for n greater than or is equals to 0. 0 for n less than 0. This is the standard definition for the ramp signal in the continuous time and the discrete time based on the equation, based on the mathematical representation of these signals. I am going to draw that particular signal with the graphical representation. I am going with the r of t now. To draw the r of minus t, first of all we should draw r of t. After that we have to apply the time inversion operation. And to draw the r of minus n, first of all you should draw the r of n. After that you should apply the time reversal operation on that r of n. First draw the r of t to draw the r of minus t. This is r of t and it is t. R of t is nothing but what? It is a continuous time ramp signal. Continuous time ramp signal for all the positive values of t. For all the positive values of t, positive values of t, the amplitude of that signal is also t. So that what? If r is equals to, if t is equals to 0, amplitude is also 0. If t is equals to 1, amplitude is 1. T is equals to 2, amplitude 2. Like that, it is linearly increasing signal. So that signal will be like this. As the t value increases, signal also increases in for t greater than or is equals to 0. For t less than 0, amplitude is 0. So that signal will be like this. This is a r of t. Now we should draw the r of minus t. R of minus t means this is r of t on which we applied the time inversion operation. Due to the time inversion operation, we got the r of minus t. T is replaced by minus t. Here the t is positive, that is replaced by the negative, so that this signal will comes in the second quadrant, and so that signal will be like this. You can draw the signal is this, whatever the signal is there in the first quadrant, due to the time reversal operation, you can get that signal in the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, that there is no signal amplitude is 0. Due to the folding operation, you can get that signal in the first quadrant. This is what? R of minus t. Simply we have replaced the t is with the minus t or minus t with the plus t. That is only called time inversion operation or the time reversal operation. Then I am going to explain the one more question, plotting of r of minus n. First draw the r of n. After that you can have the r of minus n. R of n is equals to n for n greater than or is equals to 0. First of all, draw the r of n. This is a signal representation of r of n and it is a discrete time signal and it is n. N is greater than or is equals to 0. For n is greater than or is equals to 0, amplitude is linearly increases with respect to the independent variable, that is an integer. So that the signal will be like this. Signal is at 0, 0, at 1, 1, at 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 and 5, 5 and so on. This is the r of n, but we have to plot r of minus n. R of minus n be plotted by making use of the time shifting operation on ramp signal. This will be r of minus n. That means what? N simply replaced by the minus n. Here this is n is positive. It is replaced by minus n, means you can get the same signal in the negative. That is what it is in the second quadrant. At r is equals to 0, amplitude is 0, r is equals 1, this is 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. That means what? We got the same signal but in opposite quadrant. This is a original signal and this is the folded signal, or by applying the time reversal operation we got this signal. This is the one more example for the time reversal operation. Now this type of questions will be asked in the exam for the 5 or 10 marks. I am going to explain this one and you have to draw that one and you have to upload that answers in the Google form. Then question is what? Plot y of t is equals to x of minus t plus 3 and y of t is equals to x of minus t and minus 1 for the following signal. This is the x of t. This is the x of t, and this x of t, for this we have to plot x of minus t plus 3. Then I am going to solve this question so that everyone is very careful. This is what it is, x of t, and we have to plot what? X of minus t plus 3. If it is simply x of minus t, assume that it is simply x of minus t, that is what it is, reversal operation. If it is simply x of t plus 3, it is a time shifting operation. So that what? To plot this signal, we require to apply time reversal operation and after that time shifting operation. First x of minus t I require to have. X of minus t means what? This is a t and this one will be the x of minus t. Assume that it is x of minus t. That means what? Whatever the signal is there in the first quadrant, I can get the same signal. I can get the same signal in the second quadrant like this. This is what it is, x of minus t. But what we have to draw? X of minus t plus 3. We have to draw x of minus t plus 3 we have to draw. So we know that x up to x of minus t we have drawn. Then plus t we have to add. Plus t is nothing but it seems to the x of t plus r minus capital T only. This is nothing but what it is? Time shifting operation. So that take that term which is there inside the bracket, so that minus t plus 3 is equals to 0. So that what? Minus t is equals to minus 3. So that minus minus get cancelled. T is equals to t. T is equals to 3. This is positive 3. Positive means signal will shift right side with the how many units? With the 3 units. So that now this is the x of minus t and it will shift right side. It will shift right side by the 3 units. The signal is there from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to minus 3 it is having the signal. Up to minus 3 it is having 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 it is having. It shifted right side by the 3 units. It shifted the right side by the 3 units means what? Here to here 1 unit, here to here 1 unit, here to here 1 unit. So that you can get the signal is like this. Signal will be like this. By shifting the 3 units you can get the signal is, this will start at the origin, so that this will be like this, like this. This is signal name is, it is the signal of r of, this is signal of x of minus t, it is included. After minus 3 we have applied the time shifting operation, that is minus t plus 3, and it is shifted, it is applied with the inversion operation. After the inversion operation we did the time shifting operation also. So likewise you will get the questions in the exam for the 5 or 2 marks question. So that to draw this x of minus t plus 3, first you have to convert, first you have to apply the time reversal operation. after applying the time reversal operation, we have to apply the time shifting operation also. And coming to the second example, x of minus t plus 1. This is the x of t. So that first we have to apply the inversion operation to get the x of minus t. After that we have to apply the time shifting operation. That is what? Minus t minus 1 is equals to 0. So that minus t is equals to positive. That t is equals to minus 1. You can get the t is equals to minus 1. That minus is nothing but it is the left side. It has to be shifted with the left side with the 1 unit, so that whatever the signal is there at the x of minus t, that will be shifted left side by the 1 unit. Likewise, you can have the any operation can be applied. That may be time shifting operation, time reversal operation, the time scaling. We are going to study this time scaling operation in the coming classes, so that these operations are very, very important in the examination point of view. So we have the three operation: time shifting operation. Due to the time shifting operation, we cannot change the characteristics of the signal. Simply we can change the position of the signal to the existing signal. We can shift to the left side or to the right side of the existing signal. If the signal shifted to the right side, that is a delayed signal. If the signal shifted to the left side, that is called advanced signal. By applying the time shifting operation on one particular signal, we can have either delayed signal or the advanced signal. In case of in conclusion to the time reversal operation is nothing but replacing the independent variable with its opposite values only, and we can apply this time folding or the time reversal and the time inversion operation on the continuous time signals as well as discrete time signal. Simple logic is that whatever the signal is there in the first quadrant, that will come in the second quadrant. Whatever the signal is there in the second quadrant, that will comes into the first quadrant. If we have the signal in the third quadrant, that will come into the fourth quadrant due to the time reversal operation. And if we have the signal is in the fourth quadrant, we can get the same signal is in the third quadrant. And if you remember this point, it is very, very simple to draw any circuit. If you have a question, it is a combination of the time reversal and the shifting. First you have to apply the time reversal operation. After that you have to apply the time shifting operation to get the 100% correct signal. First you have to apply the inversion or the reversal operation. After that you have to apply the time shifting operation. And due to the inversal operation, due to the values of t, and it can be shifted to the left side or the right side by applying the shifting operations as well as reversal operation. So that students, I am giving you the question, that is plot x of minus t minus 1 for the following signal. This is the following signal. So for this what you have to do, first you have to plot the x of minus t. That means what? You have to apply the time inversion operation on the x of t, and after that you have to apply the time shifting operation on the x of minus t. That means what? You have to take the minus t minus 1 is equals to 0, so that t is equals to minus 1. T is equals to minus 1 means minus indicate the signal shift left to side, and 1 indicate with the 1 unit. So that first you have to draw the time reversal signal. After that you have to apply the time shifting such that you can get the required signal. And after this class I am going to share the Google form in which you have to upload the signal, that is x of minus t minus 1, and whoever's upload that signal correctly, then only they only get the 100% assignment marks and attendance. Thank you, students.